From your take in the Kenyan market, and more so where you work in the financial institutions, do you feel our institutions are well prepared to handle cyber incidents?
I wouldn't say they are lagging behind, and at the same time they're way ahead of the curve. And also different organizations, they have different maturity skills when it comes to incident response planning. When you talk about like Tier 1 financial institutions, because there's a lot of targeted which are happening in that particular space, you can say the level of maturity in terms of incident response is a little bit at a higher scale. It's what we call optimal. You're not talking about defined. It's something which is repeatable, and it's something which they can execute. These other organizations, they're catching up, and I've seen a couple of them, they have incident response planning, but the disconnect, what I've seen is that they haven't actually executed, where you're mimicking a live incident, an incident has already occurred, and you're trying to perfect to see the kind of leadership, the kind of responsibility, the kind of timing that it takes for you to do the detection, to do the response, remediation, and at the end of it all, the lesson learned. So on a case by case, they are not in a homogeneous landscape. Some are very mature, some are still learning, and especially depending on the volume of the transaction, and also the kind of competence in terms of the people that you're leveraging on to develop the incident response plan. And also from a governance perspective.
Correct.
You'd find in financial services, the Tier 1, they really appreciate the incident response and cybersecurity as a total, and the conversation starts at the board level. So in these other instances, the conversation is usually technical. So, as you talked about, there are tripartite kind of relationship. There's the people, the technology, and the processes.
Correct.
So when you focus a lot on the technology stack, it leaves you, when an incident happens, you don't know who's supposed to be executing or calling and saying this is an incident, who's supposed to be responsible for this particular aspect, and what is the process in terms of ensuring the whole incident response has been responded according to the documentation that you put across.